Now, Ruthie and I waited a few years before we tied the knot, but imagine...
I had to be sure.
Yes, imagine waiting 52.
I couldn't imagine waiting that long, I have to say. Yeah.
To meet the love of your life. Well, that's exactly how long it took, these two. They were childhood sweethearts, Gill and Barry Turner, to finally get their happy ending.
Yeah, and it hasn't been an easy road by the sounds of it. They got married just 1 week ago today, so happy anniversary of one week. How lovely. And you all loved up holding hands and smiling. It's really lovely to see you so happy. And you were happy this together once so many years ago when you were just 16, Gill, and you were, what, 19, Barry?
Yeah.
So you were teenage sweethearts, and you proposed.
Yes, yeah. I proposed when Gill was on her 16th birthday.
Which is very young.
Yeah.
Very, very young. And did you do it the old-fashioned way?
Yes. I even asked her dad, with his permission first, and then asked her mum, which was a lot easier.
And you said yes?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. So you were engaged, so everything was wonderful. And then what happened? How did you end up not getting married?
I think I went off to college and he was with the RAF and we just sort of drifted and that was it, wasn't it? I don't think we argued.
No, so you didn't have a big
it got to a stage where we weren't seeing each other for probably 8-10 days, and then it may be 3 or 4 hours, and then it could be another fortnight, and then we had a talk and said, you know, it's just
working.
Silly. It's not going anywhere.
It was just
really.
a drifting
We
apart.
drifted.
So off
Then
you both
you
went.
never thought, really, that you would ever see Barry again, Gill.
No.
And why was that?
Because I was told a while after that he'd been killed in a motorcycle accident.
But you're looking very well.
Yes, I know. I feel quite well for it, yeah.
He looks pretty good, doesn't
But
he?
you
All
must have
things
been very
considered.
sad when you heard that. I was
I'm
shocked.
sorry?
You must have been very sad when you heard that.
In actual fact, I was absolutely devastated. It was a very difficult time, but I think the way I would have reacted now is different. At the time, I just totally backed away from everybody.
Yeah.
And you moved away, you were married. You were married
Then I got
times.
married, yes.
You were married once.
Yeah.
But the reason I asked you to bring your purse today, tell us what's in that wallet.
I have
Can you show
carried
me?
his photograph since the day we split up, or earlier than that. It's right there.
Even after
There he
you were
is,
told
look.
he was dead.
This is you.
Yeah.
So all these years through your marriages
Through
to
all
other
of them.
people, there he is, Barry. Can you see that? Hang on, it's a bit shiny. You've carried that. Now, did your husband see this picture?
Oh yes,
And
I was quite honest with everybody. You know, sort of that I would have married this guy, but you know.
Really? So he was always there in the back of your mind.
Always.
But obviously then you were told he'd died. You went on to have a very happy marriage, long marriage.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Barry, you weren't dead.
No.
No,
of course.
I managed 42 years of a nice, happy marriage, actually.
4 children.
But was there ever a time you would think about Gill?
Quite a lot, really, up to around about 75, because in those days there was no Google and Facebook and Twitter and everything else. It was who you knew would tell you, I saw Gill, where? In so-and-so. I were only in there yesterday, I didn't see it, you know, and that's how it went on. And after a while, you sort of, I'll give up.
Yeah.
And that was it. And, of course, I was married as well. After I got married, it was more curiosity of what she was doing than anything else.
Where she'd gone.
Yeah.
So how did you find out that how did you find out he was still alive? How did you end up getting back together again?
Barry's niece, Laura, was doing their genealogy thing.
Tree.
And about 8 years before that, I had put on a message board. I was thinking of coming home for a vacation, and I thought it would be nice to meet all the people that we used to hang around with.
Yeah.
So I put all these names on there, including Barry's, because he was part of the group. And it popped up when Laura was doing her genealogy search.
So at the time, nobody got in touch, but then it was years later, so 8 years later, she was doing this search and saw that post.
Right, she saw his name and saw my email address and a name. And she showed her father, who said, "Tell your Uncle Barry." And Peter told Barry.
So did you get in touch straight away with her then?
No. No. It was about 10 days or so.
Yeah.
It one of those things, it was given to me and I looked at it and I read it and I read it again and probably 20 times I read it. It didn't seem to want to go in, but when you're doing other things, then he kept popping back up. So eventually I emailed.
Yeah,
But Jill, and when you got that email, here was a man you thought was dead and gone. So what was your reaction?
Yes, and I was a little irate that someone would actually make a joke of this. You know, sort of, it was cruel.
Yeah.
So I thought about it for a while, but I almost blew up and sort of said, if this is your idea of a joke. And then I thought, no, well, what if it is? Well, you know, so I sent an email back that said, if you are who you say you are, tell me some things that only you and I would know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he did.
My goodness me.
Hello, YouTube. For more of the same, just click here. And don't forget, you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
Comments, and 3 negative. Well, if I was a politician and I had that sort of numbers, I'd be very happy. It'd be a landslide.
Well, the This Morning viewers are getting in touch. I have to say, you've got both